Hello everyone and welcome back for a new video post on my channel today. We're coping Ryan today. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome for a new information video, which is probably one of my first information videos if I think about it. Okay, anyway, and today it's a very important information video. For the first time in history, we are gonna host a Mikigame Tournament. And yes, it has been planned for a few months already, and people knew about it. Most people knew about the Mikigame Tournament when I first opened Mikigame 2026, which is the bigger lobby slash better games update. And yes, it's technically bigger lobby and design. So, well, not the design of the lobby is the same, but about games. Anyway, stop yapping. And yeah, and I'm gonna today explain the rules, the informations to know about the tournament, and then every games that are gonna be in the tournament, which starts with the first match tomorrow, 11th of January. I'm gonna explain everything, how it's gonna work, what's the plan, because there's a lot of differences between Mikigame Tournament, MMGC, and KX tournaments. So let's start with the rules. So main rules, there is follow Mike's stream. That's one of the most important rule, is you really need to follow the stream. If you were in the tournament, would be very appreciated. Unless you're already in VC, then if it's not really needed. But yeah, if you can follow the stream or be in VC, it's really required to be in VC. You don't need to talk because you won't be recorded anyway. I'm gonna mute all of you. I just really need you all to hear me, because for certain games it's very important and I have to explain, etc. And writing down signs during a stream, it's gonna take years. This stream's gonna last a few hours. So yeah, if we can be very efficient, that would be very appreciated. And I count on you all to be nice and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, let's start. So main rule, in the spruce signs, the main rules are in spruce signs. Okay, then you have extras with oak signs, and then the rest, which I'm gonna explain. So yeah. So first, no RF, no cheat, no clicker, no hack. It's obvious. You don't need to cheat. In solo games, no teaming, and in team games, no cross team. Okay, even if you hate your teammate, because teams are gonna be randomized to be fair. Okay, because if I choose myself to put Donkey Kong and Witherstorm together and leave Suzuri and Norcalover, okay, there are two members of BMT that do not really play Minecraft anymore, so they're pretty not bad, but yeah, they're not as good as Donkey Kong and Witherstorm. So, you know, that wouldn't be fair. I have to mix up, and I'm not gonna choose myself. I'm gonna let the randomizer do it. So if Donkey Kong and Witherstorm, if they play, they're in the same team, then unlucky the others. But anyway, so yeah. And there's only one team game per host, so anyway, it's not really gonna change anything. But yeah, I'm not letting the people choose their team. So even if certain people do not like their teammates, they have to team with it. We don't care about their private, they have to put their private problems out. Okay, or if it's really annoying, then I will just randomize again. So yeah, no teaming, cross team and stuff. Do not escape the game / the lobbies, and no combat log mid game, and no targeting. So don't escape the game / lobby is for certain games. I'm gonna take as an example Sky Wars. If you manage to go down the Sky Wars thanks to water source or whatever you use, you're not allowed to. So if you survive if you get below the map without, like, not in a good way, like you're not supposed to be down the map. You know how Sky Wars works. So if you go down without dying, you're disqualified, as like it's considered dead. From the moment you get below the middle island, which is the most down, the island goes the most down. If you get below it, you're considered dead. Okay, so so that's clear. So no excuses will be accepted. Plus, I will be watching you all, so I'm gonna know if you guys do stuff in solo games. I'm gonna be watching you all, and in team games, I'm gonna be watching. But in certain games, if it's necessary, I'm gonna be playing. So, but I won't count my points because I'm not participating. Yeah, no, don't escape the game slash lobby. Lobby is only for certain games that take long, and when I have to explain certain stuff that people are in the lobby, just like regular Mikigame, do not try to escape. And Fahad, which is a specialist in that, do not even manage to escape. So I'm pretty proud of it. Witherstorm did once, and now I fixed it. So there's no real ways to escape, but if you manage to, do not. And no target. By target, I do not mean like anyone who's just gonna, because I already see certain people say, "Oh my god, he targets me and stuff," because he killed me twice in a game. No, that's not target. Target is someone who, don't know how to say, deliberately uh, like chases someone even though he has other enemies nearby, but instead of going for these enemies which are closer, they're gonna go for you. This is target, unless he has a good reason, for example lower stuff and etc. But you know, if it's just because of the person, then it's target, and I won't really do anything about it. But you technically get like a warning and stuff. Maybe I will reduce points if it's too bad, depending. But anyway, just don't be a dick. No trash talk, no spam, no hate, no one ruin the game. So no trash talk, mainly in VC, because I will probably mute you all, but if people just start complaining because you guys are trash talking in VC and stuff, I'm gonna kick you out of the VC and the game as well. So if you can be a nice person, no spam. Just don't spam the chat on the stream, and don't spam me on my phone, because I do not get the notifications when I'm streaming on PS, but I do get them on my phone, and that's gonna be very annoying hearing ding 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 every 5 seconds. So during stream is gonna be very annoying. So yeah, no spam, no hate, same as trash talk. And do not ruin the game, as if you, well, it's in another rule you're gonna see soon, but for example, ruin your team. You know, you sabotage your own team just because you don't like your teammate. That's just ruining the game, or being annoying, or cheating, or yeah, you know, breaking the glass in a certain game because you're not allowed to, or taking your time, or being AFK when you're not supposed to. About AFK, I talk about it later actually. So yeah, just do not ruin the game. Just play fair and make sure you're gonna be here all time. Do not break anything without permission. Well, this is very specific, it depends on the games, but most of the time you do not have break perms. If you do, be nice and do not like grief. For example, if you have build perms in the certain games and then when you die you go back to lobby, do not break the leaves or the cactus and stuff. A lot of people already done that. I don't know what you're gonna gain for that, because it's not even a trophy or something, so whatever. But yeah, do not break anything. No small skin, snowflake slash invisible heads, because now that Skywars exist and certain games also allows it, you guys have the ability to get your head invisible with a certain glitch, and I would like you to not do that in the games in general. I'm not gonna specify the games because I know some of you could be annoying about that. So no small skills, no snowflakes, and skin, and no invisible heads. Okay, because it's just a cheat and a glitch advantage, so you're not allowed to use it. Anyway, the games are meant to be enjoyed. Do not ruin it. That's the exact same thing as I said above. Okay, they're meant to be enjoyed. I did in purpose to add competitive games, team competitive, and bonus games which are more enjoyable and fair play for players that do not really, that do not like have a lot of chance to win. So now with bonus games, they have higher chances to win a game. You know, it's competitive, but it doesn't require any specific skills for some of them. For example, piggy catching. Well, it's team aim. Both of you and your teammate will have to aim at pigs and catch them into your box. The game is over there. Uh, it's over there. So yeah, you're in a box. You have you're in like your little house stuff. You have pigs spawning in the middle. You need with a fishing rod catch them and put it in your box. Doesn't really require any real skill besides aim. And again, the pigs are always in the same place. You just have to catch them and put them back in your thing. So yeah, it's just more of a fun game than. But you guys get points for that, so it's like an easy game. Glass bridge as well, but technically bravery. I said bravery and also parkour. Bravery as you need the balls to actually cross the glass bridge in first. And you need to try or follow the others if they did it before. But yeah, bravery as if you want to have the bonus of being a brave guy who jumped first every time. That's why I call it like that. Next, all players must be treated the same way as others. It's a rule for me, which I'm gonna apply, of course, but it's also a rule for you guys. Treated the same way as I won't give extra points for certain games because there was a glitch and stuff and not others. I won't if someone, even if it's a close friend of me, for example Ryan or Welly or Witherstorm and stuff, I won't, if they get AFK, give them a chance to come back, but not to others like less close friends, for example Terhazim or Barcode and stuff. Okay, it's an example. They're not my close friends. Okay, they're just friends or people that I know online. It's not because Ryan and stuff are my favorite friends that I will give them extra points or advantages if they get AFK and stuff. No, if they get AFK or if they leave mid-game, too late for them, someone else will replace them. So yeah, that's what I mean. It's a rule for me, but it's a rule for you as well, as do not complain if I do not like give you stuff or etc. Everyone gets the same thing. Okay, and join only one. Okay, so this is the very different part of MMG from MMGC, BMGC, and KX is I'm gonna host twice for the same match. One for America players and one from Eurasia players. As the first host, so tomorrow, Sunday, I'm gonna host at around 4 p.m. Paris time, after I came back from my grandpa, host Mikigame Eurasia, which starts at 4 p.m. Paris time around. I'm not gonna be specific on that, okay? It depends if I'm back or if I do not have stuff to do, okay? My host or like I do not have an exact time because I cannot really predict the future at some point, so yeah. Eurasia 4 p.m. and then after Eurasia is done, I start straight away, unless if it's too early, but around 9 p.m. because Eurasia should be done. Around 9 p.m. I will host Mikigame America with American players. Around 9 p.m. it will be like midday, 1 p.m. for them, so they should be able to join. If not later, actually. Depending where you live, but hold on. It will be 2 to 3 p.m. for them, so yeah, they will be able to join. That's why I put 9 p.m. It will be their time to join. It's a Sunday. Barely anyone works on Sundays and schools are closed, besides in the Middle East and in some countries of Asia. But in Europe, Sundays are always closed. Well, for work it depends, but for school, Sundays it's closed, so everyone's available at 4 p.m. And same for Sundays in America. So I took these two exact times. It's not specific, it depends, but yeah. They start around these times. And when I say join only one, because it's the same match, players cannot join twice, because that would be cheat, knowing they have two chances. They either join America or Eurasia. It depends if they are available or not, or if they think they will be, they will have a high chance to join during America time than Eurasia. And of course, I'm gonna try to give the advantage to the players from these regions. For example, if it's full and Ryan says I like to join America, but La Papa would also like to join America. I'm sorry, Ryan, but La Papa will join America and not you, because La Papa's from America, you're from Europe. So even though you work and stuff, it's yeah. I have no choice. I can only have 7 players in the lobby, so I have to advantage the person from this region, because otherwise it doesn't mean anything. And then if someone else from America leaves, then Ryan will be able to join in priority, of course. I'm gonna ask like the same day as I'm posting this video to Mikigame and other players if they want to join the tournament, and if they do want, I will ask them which region they want to join in for the first match, and I will prioritize them in an invite to the game when the stream starts. And then if I do not have everyone joining, then I will allow people in stream or that ask to join in between after. But if you tell me you're gonna join the match, you'll be prioritized to join with the first invite, and then others will join. The ones that didn't ask before or that are not planned in the prayer list or from these regions. Okay, don't know if you guys understood. Wait, priority to people who told me they wanted to join in advance and people from their regions. Europeans and Asians in Eurasia and Americans in America. Okay. Well, Africa counts in Eurasia, okay, because it's below, but there's no Afro Eurasia. It will be annoying. Eurasia sounds better. So yeah, that's it for the rules. And just saying, okay, I'm not gonna lie, there are 4 people banned from the tournament. Yesh and Waiho were already banned for a very long time because they griefed kids multiple times after a few warnings, if not a lot actually. They got like 4 or 5 warnings and they kept doing that. They got banned perms. Bebo only is banned from tournament right now. I'm not sure if it was Yesh or Bebo, but I had an argument recently with Bebo, Yesh, and Hisik. I don't know, one of the Yesh or Bebo, I don't know what was their name on Instagram, but whatever. I had an argument with them, and they were just being dickheads. And Hisik is banned, well, for the same reason, and also because he trash talked about Mikigame. So if he doesn't like it, he doesn't have to join. Anyway, so yeah, these guys are banned, and also I do not want them because I'm gonna have them in VC, and like they say, they're gonna do something called ruin the game, so there's no point to have them in. So yeah, that's why they're banned. It's just purposely for them to not ruin the tournament. Okay. Let's start now with how the game works, and then I'm gonna explain each games in that little cute garden that I have built. Okay, so how it works. There will be 10 matches starting from tomorrow, 11th January. It will finish on the 15th of March, if I remember. So 10 match, 2 months and a half of host. 10 matches multiplied by 2, knowing there's 2 of them. So technically it's 20 matches, but the 2 per days, but it's for 1 match. Match 1 of America, 1 match of Eurasia. Also, before I actually go on how it works, I also forgot to mention that you are allowed to join only once per match, so either America or Eurasia during match 1. But for example, you join America in match 1, it doesn't stop you from joining Eurasia in match 2, of course, depending on the priority of players. If they're from the regions before you and stuff, and depending who can and stuff, like I said, basically. So yeah, how it works: 10 matches. There will be 3 solo games, 1 team game, 1 luck game. Okay, there is 9. What is 8? Wait, no, hold on, I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which one am I missing? Hold on, there's supposed to be 9 solo games. Kai was on blue quiz. Always be battle target should run away dropper. Oh, I removed free for all. Yeah, I'm adding it back. Yeah, there we go. So there's 9 solo games, 6 team games, and 6 lucky games / bonus. Because some of them are not based on luck; they're just bonus. But yeah, say luck because Because, for example, target, stand first, for example, is aim race. You have to catch um, the armor stand from the beginning, from the start to the end of the of the parkour. It's not really parkour; it's just a flat area. But yeah, it's just a race, but it's not based on luck, unlike Call the Party or picky catching or glass breach. So yeah. So 3 solo games, 1 team game, 1 luck game, everyone versus everyone for solos or 1v1s. 1v1s as, for example, we have 1v1 bow, which is a 1v1. And the rest is, it's all everyone versus everyone. You have teams, which can be 4v4, which I am included in the 4v4, if we get 7 players plus me 8. 3v3, if there's only 6 players, and if we're 5, I will be participating so we can be 6. So every time will be an equivalent team. There will never be a 4v2 or 4v3. No, it's always 4v4, 3v3, or 2v2 for teams. And like bonus, it can be all of them at once. Besides a 1v1, because there's no actual 1v1s in it. No, there's no 1v1s in it. Next, games are randomized each match. So yeah, there is randomizers all the way over here, which I will like play. Like we're gonna use the randomizers each time we host. There is the long games, which include Quiz, Sky Wars, and Build Battle. So one of them will be here next match. Then chill competition games. You have Ball Duels. It's a long game as well, but I needed to make it equivalent 3-3-3, so it's kind of a long game, but it's not as long as Quiz, Sky Wars, and Build Battle. So, but it can be a long game. It depends, depending on the player. Same for Dropper, but Dropper usually goes pretty fast. So yeah, Ball Duels, Dropper, and Free for All. And here the race, you have target shot, boat race, and runaway. So this is it for the solo games, and then in front you have the randomizer for team games and bonus games, which we have only once each match. So you have Battle of Sky, Dodgeball, Connect 4, Pac-Man, Team Sumo, and Battle Box. Team Sumo and Quiz, by the way, do not exist in Mikigame yet, but they will after the tournament is done. It's like special games from the tournament that I'm gonna bring to Mikigame when it's done. So yeah. And then bonus games, we have Color Party, Jump Rope, Piggy Catching, Glass Bridge, Red Light, Green Light, and Stand First, which 3 of them are from Squid Game. Now, how the points are gonna work. So for solo games, it's usually top 3. It's actually all the time top 3. If I think about it, yeah, there's no top 3, top 3, top 3, top 3, top 3. Oh no, this one doesn't have top 3. Quiz. Yeah, there's no top 3 because it's only about the questions. Top 3, and top 3. So yeah. So usually points work as top 3 and extra, depending on the game. And also there is bonus points for certain games as well. That's why I call it extras, because you have others, for example, amounts of kills, and then you have bonus for specific tasks. For example, on Glass Bridge, that's why it's called bravery, if you sacrifice yourself every time to jump and then manage to get to the end by pure luck and jumping the first, like, you do not let anyone jump in front of you, to be more brave than you, then you get an extra points. If you win, of course. If you're dead, then you're dead. So yeah, this is it for the example now. Alive players get 50 points and dead players get 25 points for the winning team. So yeah, in team games, for example, Battle of the Sky, you have winning team 50 points if you're alive and 25 if you're dead. For example, you have, I'm gonna retake as an example, Ryan and La Papa. They're in the same team, their team won, but Ryan died during the game. the team won, so both of them as a team get points. The player alive gets 50 points, so La Papa will get 50 points, and Ryan will get 25 because he's in the winning team, but because he died, he gets less points than La Papa, which makes sense because I mean, you died and you still get as much points as the one that survived. That's not fair. So yeah, that's why the points are reduced for the dead players, but they still get points because they're in the winning team. And then certain games have their own point system, C games. So yeah, certain games has very specific point system, as for example Pac-Man, which is I think the most specific one. Where is it? It's on the other side. Pac-Man. Coins, 2 points equal 1 point. So yeah, it depends on the coins and if you get killed, and also because there's the points for the runners and the points for the hunters. So it's very specific. But I'm gonna explain that in a sec. So yeah, here we are with how the game works. I don't think I have missed anything. Every rules are written on the wall, and the things that were not, I explained it already, so I think we're fine. But if you guys have any questions, please comment. I'm not gonna eat you if you comment anything. I just really need to know if you guys understood, or if I have to re-explain in the comments for specific rules, or if you guys have any questions about stuff I haven't explained. But now, let's begin with the explanation of each game one by one. Let's begin with Sky Wars.
On Sky Wars, you have two ways of getting points. You have the top 3 players, 30 points for the first, 20 points for the second, and 10 points for the third. And then you also have points for killing players, which a kill brings 5 points to the killer. There is 2 items on Sky Wars that are not allowed. You have the Enchanted Gapple because it's cheated, and you have the shield because it's gonna make the game last even longer than it already is.
Now let's move on with Bow Duels.
Bow Duels is like a small tournament inside of Mikigame Tournament. Each player is gonna fight another one until only one is left. The point system of Bow Duels is the exact same one as Sky Wars. The only difference is the wall.
Here comes Dropper.
The point system of Dropper is also the top 3 point system. But we have bonus for the last player alive. If he manages to do a cauldron jump first try, he gets an extra 50 points.
And now let's talk about Runaway.
Runaway is gonna be a bit different than I usually do on Mikigame. This time, not only the point system will be a top 3, you also get a 5-point bonus each time you pass a checkpoint. So it's not really a bonus, but it's different because on the actual Runaway there is no checkpoint because there's no point to gain. So yeah, but to get the top 3 points, you need to get to the end. So for example, Fahad gets to the end, but nobody is second and third. He's the only one to get the 30 points, and the others will only get the checkpoint point. Okay, so it's a very hard one, but at the same time, each checkpoint gives a lot of points because there's a lot of checkpoints on the way. So yeah, it's easy but hard to get points. It depends.
1v1 free-for-all is our next game.
1v1 free-for-all has nothing special besides that we can play it on multiple different maps, but otherwise the point system is the same as most solo games, which is top 3 and kills.
And now let's take a step into our new game, Quiz.
On Quiz, there is no top 3 ranking players. There is only points for the questions. Each question is 1 point. You have 25 questions in total. If you get all 25 right, you get 25 points plus an extra 50 points if you got 25 out of 25. And if you're the only player who got 25 out of 25, you get an extra 10 points. So 25 plus 50 plus 10.
Now let's move on. Boat race.
On boat race, the point system is the top 3 players, so 30 points for the first, 20 points for the second, 10 points for the third, but you also get an extra 30 points if you finish the track under 1 minute and 30 seconds, which is the exact same time for the regular Mikigame race, which is the Mikigame Music racetrack. Even if you're not in the top 3 players, if you finish it under the 1 minute 30, you still get the 30 points, but you won't get the top 3 points. Makes sense.
Target Shot is a new game I have built for 2026.
In this game, we also use the top 3 players, which depends on the time they do. Better time you do, higher rank you will get. And also you get a bonus point if you finish it first try, so each button you shoot has to be done first try. And of course, you do not need to be in the top 3 to have the points for first try.
And now let's talk about Build Battle, the game loved by all the creative players.
On Build Battle, the point system is the top 3 players by best score, and also you get an extra 15 points if it's my favorite vote, and also a bonus of 20 points if it's considered piece of art. Piece of art is when all players vote for your map with either very good or amazing. The building time will depend on the theme voted randomly, so it can go from 10 minutes to 20 minutes maximum.
Our first game in Teams games will be Team Sumo.
Like the quiz game, Team Sumo is a game specific to the Mikigame Tournament. Like I explained at the beginning of the video, in the Teams games, the winning team is separated into the alive people at the end and the dead people at the end. 50 points for the players alive in the winning team and 25 points for the players dead in the winning team. And if all teams survived, there is an extra 10 points per players, and there is also the kills point system, which is 1 kill equals 5 points.
Now let's move on. Connect 4.
Knowing that nobody can die in Connect 4, the only way to get points is by winning, so all players in the winning team will get 50 points, while the opposite team will get nothing.
Now Battle Box, a very complex game and barely known in Mikigame.
Battle Box consists of 4 different boxes where 4 teams of 2 players spawn in. They have to find resources like in a normal survival world, but at the end, when the white walls will be burned, players will be able to fight each other. Of course, the players are not allowed to go through the wall and attack the players straight away without having the walls burnt.
And now let's talk about Pac-Man, the hardest game that I'm gonna have to explain to you guys.
In Pac-Man, there are 2 teams. Runners, which have to collect as many coins as possible under 5 minutes without dying, and the hunters. The hunters need to kill the runners under 5 minutes. Each coin collected by the runners equals 0.5 points, which means the runners need 2 coins to get a point, and the hunters needs to kill the runners, which give them 25 points each time they kill a runner. If a runner survives the 5-minute time, they get an extra 50 points, and if the ghosts manage to kill all of them, each ghost will get 40 points. If somehow a runner manages to kill a ghost, the ghost will actually lose 10 points and give it to the runner who killed him.
Battle of the Sky is just Sky Wars team, but smaller.
Exactly like on Dodgeball, if the winning team is alive, they get 50 points. If the players in the winning team are dead, they get 25 points. If all teams survive, they get 10 points per players, and each kill equals 5 points.
And now let's talk about Dodgeball, the favorite game of all Mikigame players, built by CJustCMC.
Well, I already talked about Dodgeball, and you guys already know about the game, so I don't really have much to explain.
Now let's talk about lucky and bonus games, and the first one will be Color Party.
Color Party is a luck-based game, and unlike the other games, the only way on Color Party to get points is by being in the top 3. But you will get 25 points more if you manage to win by staying on the same color all game.
Now, piggy catching, a game not really recommended in the Middle East.
In piggy catching, there is 2 ways to get points: catching pigs and winning. Each pig equals 2 points, so if you get 10 pigs, you get 20 points. And the other way is by winning. Like I said, if you catch more pigs than the other teams, you win and you get 20 points per player in the team.
Jump rope is our next game, and it's not a rope, it's just arrows.
The only way to win jump rope is by getting to the other side without getting shot. Because if you get shot, you fall down and you die and you restart. And of course, the way to get points is by being in the top 3.
Just like jump rope, glass bridge is not made out of glass, but TNT and sand.
Like all the other games, it's top 3. If only 1 or 2 players manage to get to the other side, then only your top 2 players will get the points and not top 3. And you get a bonus point if you sacrifice yourself all the time. By sacrificing, I mean if you jump on the platform first before everyone else and you manage to survive till the end, which means you're very lucky, you get an extra 50 points.
Red light, green light is a very tactical game, but also a very lucky game, depending on where you go and when you go.
In red light, green light, you just need to get to the other side when the light is green, and when it's red, you need to stop. It's like the actual game, red light, green light, you stop when it's red, you go when it's green. You just need to go to the other side, and the top 3 players who manage to get to the other side alive win. If you're dead, you get no points.
And the final game we're gonna talk about is Stand First.
How Stand First works is you spawn with an armor stand. You need to get the armor stand to the other side using a fishing rod, and the top 3 players who manage to get to the other side wins. Anyway guys, this is now the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions about the tournament which starts tomorrow, it's time to ask the questions. I will answer immediately in the comment section. Anyway, I hope you guys are gonna have a great day. Subscribe and like the video, and comment is the most important, and see ya in the next video. Bye bye!